Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who reached out with a couple questions. They're wondering kind of how they can open up to receive more abundance when it comes to their finances. And they've also felt kind of alone in their life and have had some questions about their twin flame and love relationship, and they kind of just wanted to see what came through for them. So I actually felt a lot of chills as I was drawing these cards, and I was told very clearly to draw 5 cards from this deck for you and 3 cards from this deck. And once again, just trust your gut. If for some reason something I say just doesn't sound right, then maybe the message isn't for you. I have some people that watch these videos because they feel like maybe they were drawn to it. So if you're watching this video and it isn't your personal read, then stay tuned, because I don't believe in coincidences, and maybe there is a message for you here as well. So let's go ahead and flip these over and get into this. I honestly have no idea what's even here. I'm just going to channel a straight message to you. As I was tapping into your energy and, taking some deep breaths as I was drawing these cards, I got the feeling like it made me sad, because you're like this really sweet guy. Like, I just feel this really kind, open-hearted energy from you. And I actually, if you don't know what your spirit animal is, I really feel like I'm getting a strong message that your spirit animal is a deer. So there's all sorts of fun information on the internet, and you can also get books on spirit animals and stuff like that. But look into it, because it might help you kind of understand yourself more. Deers sometimes are alone because it can be very overwhelming to have such an open heart and be so sensitive, and it does really isolate you. But I just want to tell you that there are so many people like you out there, and I really resonate with you and your energy, and I feel like we would understand each other. There definitely are people for you out there, and the fact that you're like asking questions and reaching out to a psychic and kind of, getting more into spiritual stuff is a sign that you're probably going through an awakening in your life. And so it can just be a time where life kind of forces you into a solitude, and a time where you're really going within, and it's just a time for you to get in touch with yourself and to find your truth. That way you can decide how you're going to live your life, and be in your authenticity. And when you're in your authenticity and you're comfortable with yourself and you learn to, be authentic and love yourself, that's when you start drawing people to you. Your friends, lovers, your soul tribe, your twin flame and stuff like that. So that's just kind of a message that was coming through before I drew the cards, as I was thinking about you and tapping into your energy. And I just feel like you're, I don't even know what you look like, but you feel like an attractive person, because attractiveness isn't looks. Attractiveness is an energy, and you have that energy with you, and so you do have a strong attractive energy. So just know that you are capable of attracting these people into your life, and that's probably what you're getting ready to do right now, because I'm seeing some cards here that are talking about you attracting people into your life. So let's go for it. You are going through an awakening now, like I was talking about. And so when you go through an awakening, you can Google it if you want, like spiritual awakening. It's very personal to everyone and very different. Some people call it just like a midlife crisis or like a quarter life crisis or something, but it's basically where somehow you have an event, or it could just be kind of some personal epiphanies you have, but basically life leads you through circumstance to a point where you end up kind of questioning things. You end up really longing for more and desiring more in your life. It's kind of like your life comes to a peak, and you know that you want something, or there's changes to be made. For some people, it's realizing that, I'm ready. I want to meet that one. I want to meet a person. I want to be in a relationship. For some people, it's realizing that maybe the path they've been on isn't right for them. Like perhaps they've been in school and they have all these friends, but they realize this isn't the major they want, and this isn't the kind of people they want to hang out with. Or maybe they decide to just up and move, like across the country or something. So it is kind of a crisis type energy surrounding you, kind of like that. And an awakening And I just see there's a lot of people you've had to let go of in your life, because you mentioned to me that you're very alone right now at this time in your life. But I don't know if that was a choice. I kind of feel like perhaps there were people in the past surrounding you, but it was best for you and for them to kind of cut these cords. But I feel like there's still some work to be done here. There's some anger. It's really important to make sure you cut the cords with the past. I mean, I learned that, and that's kind of what led me to doing these readings. Actually, was life led me to a place where I had no choice but to do some healing work, because shit got really intense. And I had to, go back and think about my childhood. I had to go back and think about, some failed relationships I had, and like just a lot of trauma I had in the past. And I ended up having to do some healing work because it was really blocking me and holding me back from moving forward. I was just stuck. And so I kind of feel like the same energy coming from you. Like you're kind of in that place. You're very stuck. And there is a lot of trauma coming through in this reading. And like childhood, and I just feel like a mother, like either the absence of your mother, just kind of neglect or emotional neglect, or like she was just very hard on you, just always nagging you, and just got very under your skin, and it kind of caused you to become a little abrasive, because you were always bracing yourself against that energy in your home every day. And that's what's coming through right now, about your upbringing, and kind of like just some clearance you need to do. But you're on your own now. Like you're on your own, and you're getting rooted, and I almost see like you have your hands in the dirt. Either that's a metaphor for you're really preparing to do some hard work on yourself, or perhaps you are working in some type of field where you're, landscaping or something like that is coming through. Or perhaps that is a gift you have. Anyways, a lot's really coming out of these two cards. I could probably sit here and read these two cards forever. There's a lot here, but the main point is that you need to spend some time in meditation, or everyone kind of does it different. Some people just like to go on walks and think, but really think back and think back on the stuff you need to let go of from your past. And today is a full moon, and so it's probably why this is coming through so strong right now. Because you can probably hear like an intensity in my voice, because I feel this intense energy. But today's a full moon, so this is the day when a lot of stuff from the past comes up for clearance, so you can let it go. And this is going to be tied directly to your money and to your finances, because your root chakra is connected with money, and your root chakra is what contains all of your trauma and your stuff from childhood, past relationship stuff, so mother issues, those kind of stuff. So if you kind of make peace with the past and find a way to get grounded in the present and like let go, it makes room in that root chakra, in that area, and it helps you draw more money. I actually had a psychic tell me that, because I asked her, what do I need to do to get more money? Because I really needed more money. And who doesn't? But for real, I really did. I was in some really tight situations in the past, and I was told about this whole root chakra thing, and about how like if you do make peace with the past and like find a way to get rooted and like love yourself, and like do the whole like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free and you are free, and like visualize yourself cutting the cords between them. That's like a little prayer you can say to kind of help with this clearance here. If you do stuff like that, or you make your own rituals up, to let people go. Some people like to write letters and burn them. Some people like to go to the ocean and just like cry and like toss a rose in. I mean, that's really melodramatic, but make your own little ritual up. Find ways to let go of these people from the past, and really feel like you're on a new page, and like you made peace, and that you're going to start getting more money instantly. And it's going to be really random. it's gonna be like, what the, for me, I got a $200 check in the mail. It was bizarre. I was consciously working on these root chakra money issue things, and you will be surprised at how that will unplug that flow for you, because I feel like your flow stopped up on your money because of this. So it's kind of annoying, but that's what therapy's for. If you could go get a therapist, I mean, do some soul searching, find your own way. You're your own person. You've got your own way to do this, but follow your inner guidance on how you could do this, because this is important. You can't just go through life and pretend like you're fine and everything's fine. You're not fine. I'm giving you some tough love here. So next, I do see that you're very focused and determined. Like, you could be a Sagittarius. Maybe that's your astrological sign, or you have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, or it could help you to embody the archetype of the Sagittarius at this time. So perhaps do some research on Sagittarius and what they're all about, because right now what could help you is approaching your life with spontaneousness, and to try new things and to have some adventures, because the Sagittarius is all about adventure. They love to be outdoors, they love to go hiking, they love to take risks, and they love to travel. And so anything like that is going to be very beneficial for you at this time, to help you get in that energy to draw people towards you. Because I just kind of see this reading is really starting to, it's telling you how you can draw abundance to you, because this all comes down to abundance. You're kind of in a lack mentality right now, because the finances, you're looking to get more, you want more friends, and you want a soulmate or your twin flame. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want that? When you're not seeing those things in your life, you got to ask yourself why. You are the creator of your own reality. So and whatever you believe, you'll receive, and your thoughts create your reality. So you might have to rewind that and listen to that. But that's some deep shit right there, and that's the truth. If you are thinking and focusing on the lack, if subconsciously, because of how you were raised, or just because of the kind of people you've been around, or because of the trauma in your past, you believe that you're not worthy, or that you're always going to be poor, or whatever, then you're not going to be able to push past those blocks. So you really got to get down into your subconscious and reprogram your subconscious mind to believe in yourself, and to believe that you're worthy, and to believe that you're successful. And that's how you start to make your dreams come true. That's how you start to draw money and people and your soul family to you, is when you step into your authenticity, you step into your passion, you let go of the trappings from the past, you make peace with the past, and you live in the present. And you approach each day with an adventurous and open heart, and you let go of the fear, and you let go of the chaos energy, and you don't focus on the lack, Wow. I'm just laughing because when I start channeling, these messages just come through me, and it's like I can't even stop it, and I pull back and become conscious of what I say. And I'm just laughing right now because I know that this is also a message for me right now. I'm recognizing it because I've been pulling similar cards, and it's all about focus. When you wake up, it's easy to wake up grumpy and on the wrong side of the bed, and to complain, and to get sucked into all the fear-based media, and to just be grumpy to the people around you, and to just feel like things are never going to change, and just show up to the same job and do the same thing and do the same routine. But you know what? You're the one who has the power here. You are the one who makes the choices. You're the one who controls your destiny. And so what is needed here is just a new mindset to wake up and approach your life completely different. And it really is. It all is all a mindset. You just kind of change that. You do a little bit of work on your inner self, and then your outer reality will reflect it. So as within, so without. You work on yourself. You do some meditations. You do some writing. You learn some new things, read some books, try to find ways to let go of these things from the past, cut the cords with anyone, and release anyone who's no longer serving you, and then you approach life differently. You start looking at the glass half full. Try to be more optimistic and adventurous, and try to put more play in your life, and try to follow your bliss and get connected with your passion, And that's going to lead you to a whole new chapter of your life. I feel like you might be starting some business, and that might be how you're going to be getting and opening to receive this money, is you're, open to your potential. This new mindset you adopt is going to take you to this place where you're going to start really realizing how much time, not like how much time you've wasted, but just how much time you really have now, and to put towards learning new skills, or towards actually grinding towards your destiny. Because I feel like there's something in you, there's like a rebirth in you. There's something that wants to be born. Like, you are very, I just feel like you're very smart person. You have a lot of ideas, and you're very strong, and you could maybe be some type of crafts person, make things with your hands, start a business and have other people underneath you doing it too. That's what's coming through right now. Now this is your twin flame reading up here. What I'm getting off of this deck is, like I said, it's all about your focus. These cards are really mirroring each other. You have to stay focused right now on an abundance mindset. Abundance mindset. You cannot get sucked into this lack mentality anymore. I feel like there could be some woman in your life. If you're in a relationship, the person might not be best for you. You guys might need to break up. Because I feel like there's an energy of a woman who's like dragging you down or something, or there's some healing that needs to be done with this person. So that's coming through, but that could be this is also coming through kind of from left field. So this could be someone who's watching this video right now, a message for them. Do you see all this? Ultimately, I'm going to wrap this up. You can tell I'm like super passionate about your reading. There's so many strong vibes coming through. Ultimately, you are safe and you're being taken care of. You might feel lost right now, but you are really being led. And the steps are there. Just take one at a time. And you just take one step on this journey, and the next will come to you. But ultimately, you really are going to be some type of business person. That's how you're going to be getting this money and this abundance, but you need to learn to believe in yourself first, and to see the amazing person that you are, and to realize that you are qualified. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to learn more. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're good enough. You can simply just start your business right now. And we're living in an incredible era where you can take advantage of social media and put yourself out there, and you can market yourself and get clients and customers. And there's so many different people out there who are in the market for so many different things. So just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I just want to encourage you, because if more people like you put themselves out there, there would be amazing products. There would actually be customer service people that cared. There would actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, more people like you need to take risks and put themselves out there and start these businesses. You don't need to be working for the man, I felt like I needed to pull this turtle for you when I was setting up like this altar. And this is, a turtle has two signs. Everyone knows like slow and steady wins the race. Take it one step at a time. But if you've ever seen a turtle like swimming in the ocean, they're very graceful, and they really do just go with the flow. So there's two messages here for you with this turtle. And maybe you want to check out the turtle spirit animal too. And Google the turtle spirit animal and animal totem. But one step at a time, and go with the flow right now. because life really wants to take you to your heart's desires and into your true life mission and soul purpose. Alright, anyways, let's get to the fun stuff. This is such a long reading, the music like just changed. Okay, so this is your twin flame reading. This one flew out of the deck, so this is a huge message to you about your twin flame. Look at this. Wasn't that what I was just saying? So this card flew out of, this is my personal deck. It flew out of the deck for you. So really, as we wrap this up, you have to let go of that lack mentality. Your whole world will change, you know? I feel like there's some codependency in past relationships. Like, these people would latch onto you and you'd end up doing everything for them, and you just felt very taken advantage of. So you're a little worried that you're going to be taken advantage of again. But the key for you in your next relationship is to express yourself and is to say what is on your mind. I learned that. Even if it's going to hurt the other person, tell them exactly how you feel. And if you're worried about something, just tell them. You're going to have to be very, don't keep things to yourself. Don't brood over things. Don't obsess and worry over things. Just, you'll know it's the right person because you're going to be able to say whatever you feel to them, and this person's going to be able almost to just draw things out of you that no one has ever been able to draw out of you before. And like, when you talk to them, you just tell them random things, and like, perhaps this person is also going to be very candid. I have a feeling like this person is just very outspoken. I'm zoning in here on your twin flame. I'm not getting any messages yet about union. I'm not getting any messages about whether or not you guys are supposed to be together in this life, or like if they're coming soon. But I do feel like you do have a twin flame. Like, perhaps you're on the twin flame path, or there is a person for you out there. This person is very outspoken. Maybe it's someone you know from the past. I'm not sure though, because I feel a little bit of that like past energy, but it could just be like you knew them in past lives. I don't know, it's so crazy how much information I'm getting off your reading. I feel like something about this twin flame is familiar, like, to you. They're very outspoken, so when you meet them, you feel like you've known them forever, and they're very talkative and outspoken, and when you talk to them, they draw things out of you you would never tell anyone else, and you admit things to them that you never admit to anyone else, and it's like this weird thing you have with them. So that's coming through. And also your twin flame is going to be someone very unique. So perhaps they're an Aquarius, or perhaps they're a Libra, or I'm also feeling a bit of Scorpio. Someone very, very unique. Because you feel different than most people, and you're very attracted to unique people who are very unique. And so your twin flame is someone unique and very outspoken, and they do have a very fire energy to them. And what they're saying here is that you have to really trust your heart. If you want to speed up this union with your twin flame, or trying to draw that significant other or love relationship into your life, you need to get into that abundance mindset, because honestly, people aren't attracted to people who are like complaining and who like don't feel confident in themselves. So you need to learn how to feel confident and worthy, and like this card says, release your fear of lack. And look, man, like, I seriously had the hugest issues, and still a lot of times have issues with a lot of these things I've told you about today. Like, there's a reason I have all this wisdom, and it's because I've been around the block, I guess, when it comes to all this ego stuff, and when it comes to having to cut the cords with people and having to learn how to love yourself. And coming from trauma, I know how that feels. And so it's weird. Like, you're gonna have to learn how to look in the mirror and feel like you're good enough. You know, you're gonna have to, I feel like you right now don't even feel worthy enough to even have a dream for yourself. And I'm so sad. I just want to give you a big hug. Because when I tap into your energy, I can really see all of your talents, and I'm wrapped up in so much euphoria. Like, you're a fun person to be around, and you have a lot to offer. So, you know, when I tap into this energy, I can really experience each person, and there's something very special about you. So I just want you to know that. And really, what's sticking out of all these cards was this one. It's time for you to be open with yourself. This is blue, and blue represents the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is all about owning yourself and speaking your truth and being confident and being able to communicate with people that you're interested in, and being able to communicate and make friends, and being able to communicate yourself to the world to make money. And you know, you're being called to develop a personal brand. You're being called to love yourself, to figure out what your truth is, and to put yourself out into the world. This way you will meet friends, you will meet your lovers, and you will start your business and draw customers to you. So definitely listen to this reading. Look up those spirit animals. Look up the root chakra. Look up different ways to do healings and cutting the cords with people. And look up the throat chakra. And start meditating, even if it's 5 minutes a day. And get some crystals to just kind of help ground you and keep you in the present moment. And love yourself. You know, you're worthy. This is such a long reading. I don't usually do readings this long for free, but I feel you, man. I feel you. And I feel I have friends. I've been where you've been. Sometimes I still go back there. And it's like you remind me of someone. So just know you're very special. Know that there is a way for you. And this is an unlimited, abundant universe that you live in, and you really can create your destiny, and you really can have whatever you want. And anyone who ever made you believe like you were less than or inferior, or that you just had to accept some bullshit for your life, forget about them, forget about all that, and move forward. And once you get there, pay it forward to all the people, you know, because you're gonna get out of this, and then you're going to look back and you're going to want to help lift other people up. So just know that you're going to be on a path like that. So help yourself, nurture yourself through this time, and get ready to help other people too. All right? Peace out.